Morning everyone. It's getting a bit later, the sun's getting higher and brighter and stronger and warmer, and it's lovely. I almost won't need my hat anymore. I just did 2 videos about my morning practices at the moment, and I need to continue on because I feel important to tell you about all the things I do to help me feel better for that moment in time and also for the rest of my day. So I've done all my cleaning and rehydration techniques. I've done some Mahashivrati sadhana practices, and I've done listened to a mantra for 20 minutes, and I've just finished my mantra, and now the next stage is this. Recently I found it really beneficial so I've done my Reiki 1 and 2, so I'm used to using my hands to help myself heal. So what I've done after the mantra, when I'm just totally calm and relaxed, and I must say that I'm not always totally calm and relaxed. Sometimes it doesn't get me to that place, but I like to do it anyway because you never know when it's going to release something, and I think subconsciously it enters your body, the mantra, and does something to you, even if you don't notice what it is. So then I usually put my hands over my heart, that's where I start, and pretty much straight away I can feel something beneath my hands. It usually feels very nice and very, what's the word, comforting and nourishing, and gives you that kind of feeling of presence. And at the moment I'm lying down in Savasana, so I do this, and then what I like to do is I come up to this area where I often need a lot of attention, and it helps usually with communication. And I often have problems with my throat area, and it comes out with sore throats and all sorts of things. So this needs a lot of love. So I come here for a while, and then I come up to this area, and then I come to the top of my head, and I stay there for a while, and I can feel the energy travelling down my body from the top of my head. I can feel it now, actually. I can feel it going all the way down to my base chakra. And I'll leave my hand there, and then the one that's in my heart travels then down. And it might just be a general slow downward movement, but usually I do actually stop along the way. So, you know, there are names of chakras, but it doesn't matter what they are. Just notice what's going on inside your body, and notice where your body needs attention and where it feels right to stop your hands, and just to give yourself more attention in that place. So I often like to do it in my solar plexus, around the belly button area, and then I carry on down lower as well to my root chakra. So once I've got there, I usually just kind of take notice of the very top where my hand is, the very bottom in my root chakra, my perineum, in that area right down low. And I kind of travel between the two in my mind almost. And then I travel the top one down really slowly also, at different rates depending what I need in that moment in time. So my both hands end up in my root chakra down low. And I breathe, and I notice, and I breathe, and I notice more. And I usually am breathing down into my stomach, nice and low. Then what I often do is I part both of my hands and I take them to the hip area, both hips on both sides, equally. And I quite often do this, so my hands are pointing, so they're on my hips, and they're pointing down each leg. So my hands are going down each leg, And I'm not moving my hands, they're staying there, but I can feel that through doing that with my hands, my energy is going down my legs towards my feet. And what I did this morning is I then brought my knees up really slowly and mindfully, and I put my hands on my knees. And I keep them there for a while, and I find that my knees are a very big doorway of allowing energy in, and I just really can notice that. So see what you feel there if you want to try doing this. Then I sat up in a comfortable cross-legged position like I am now, and I crossed my arms and I place the flat of my hands on the soles of my feet, and that's very comfortable with my arms crossed. The soles of your feet are also, for me anyway, a huge kind of opening or doorway of letting in energy. And when I did that, I could really feel energy going back up my legs and back into my body. And at that point, I usually do a forward bend. Every time I do a forward bend, it's an amazing way to open up every single vertebrae in your spine and in the back of your neck. And so it opens up energies in a different way in your back body, and really noticing your back body. And then when you sit up, you can then maybe take notice of your front body more again. How many minutes have I done? It's so bright and shining, I can't really tell. So I think I will stop there for this one. So that was more about energy using your hands. You could call it Reiki, you can call it healing, you can call it all sorts of different things. But basically, the main thing is that you are noticing, you have an awareness of your physical body. You are breathing into the space behind your hands. You are just really accepting anything that you may find in your physical body, and that's it really. That's all you're doing. And just do that a little bit, try it, see what happens. You might notice that things start changing beneath your hands, and that you might be noticing more, and that you might be feeling different over time. So I hope that was helpful to you. And I'll see you again in the next video for the continuation of what I did next in my yoga practice.